Hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. My name's Lucas, and we're sharing our hobbies here on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky. And today we have the biggest log we have ever put on our mill. In fact, it is too big for our mill. And right now what I'm trying to do is spin that log so I can get it turned to where I have the best chance of being able to mill live edge slabs out of this enormous oak log. It is 34.5 inches by 26.5 inches, I think I said. It's kind of oval shaped, and I want to maximize the number of live edge slabs I can get out of it, cutting them about 2 inches. I'm trying to turn it to where the oval is standing on its long edge, and I can raise the mill head all the way up to the top. And I'll probably have to take a chainsaw and cut the first section off of the edge of it. We're kind of just learning methods and seeing what we've got to work with here. Now, I mentioned how you've got to be concentrating when you're using big equipment to move big logs, and you have to pay attention to what you're doing. And I think it's been good that I had to start out with equipment that wasn't big enough to handle big, heavy stuff like this, because you make a mistake with this, you're breaking a leg or an arm, or maybe losing a finger, or who knows what. And I respect that. So I'm not approaching this the way that I do lots of things, just kind of all willy-nilly and going crazy. I'm making sure that I don't walk between the log and the tractor. I'm trying to use wedges to hold it in place and just stop and think before I make any moves. We are getting it where we want it. I need to turn it just probably another 15 degrees and we'll be where we want to be. But I'm about to decide that what I really need to do is get this thing stabilized and just cut a flat edge on it so that it will sit flat on its edge, and we go from there. I don't have an Alaskan sawmill, which might be the move in order to cut flat sides on it to get started, but I think we'll do the best we can with what we've got to work with. And be right where I wanted it. Beautiful. Now this thing needs to roll back just a little. Well, okay, we did all of that work to get this big old massive log in position where we can mill it. and we can't mill it. So we've got the mill head as high as it will go. And while width-wise, we could do it. The guides are out far enough. We're gonna be able to run it like this in that direction, but we can't because it's too tall right here. Now I've got this thing on here pretty stable. And I think what I'm gonna do, since I've got it all locked in position and ready to go, I'm gonna go get my MS362 and I'm gonna cut a flat side on this. And then I'm probably gonna take about 2 inches off of it. And then I'm not sure after that, we'll reassess. What we may do at that point is spin this thing 180, and we may take the chainsaw and take the rounded edge off of that side as well so that we can get started making our live edges. Now guys, I ain't saying that there's not a better way to do this, but this is what I've thought of. This is what I've come up with. And I'm gonna, probably spend the better part of this week in the evenings accomplishing this, because I'm really gonna take my time and make sure that I don't mess this up. There are a couple of things I want to do as I make these cuts. First of all, I think I want to change my blade and put a 7-degree Ripper 37 on here, because this is oak. It's going to be hard cuts, and we've got 6 or 7 logs, maybe more, on that timber dog right now. So probably going to put a new blade on when we get ready to start cutting. And I need to set me up a nice staging area where these logs can sit and dry. This is not going to be dimensional lumber that we are using to build. These are going to be live edge slabs that after they've dried for a year or two, I want to make some nice tables out of them. Maybe I can make, heirloom type tables that I can give to my kids or something like that. I don't know. You guys can give me ideas what you think we ought to do, but I feel like this is an opportunity. So I want to do something good with it. This was a workout for me, probably mentally more than anything. But my goodness, that tractor is just awesome. I think my big deal now is that I just really have to slow down and take my time so that I don't tear stuff up and so that I don't get hurt, because this tractor is going to do anything and everything I can throw at it. All right, well, there's a first time for everything. This is my first. Well, we're going to change the chain because this one's dull. So hold that thought. In the sharpen pile. All right, and we're back. Okay, make more than dust this crap. All right, we got through it. Woo, that's a workout. Okay, boys, let's use the forks to get this slab off of here. Probably won't cut this into firewood. Probably save it. Now that we've got that edge off of there, I think I need to go ahead and make this cut. It really is going to be just about right. I can make this side good and flat now, and then I can go 180 and start, and I won't have to turn it back over. That's what we're going to do. Man, this is exciting. This is the biggest thing we've ever done here, by far. All right, so definitely still got the shimmies. So what we're gonna do is change the blade next and see if it goes away. Now, it may very well be that I need to adjust my blade guides or something. Maybe things are a little bit off, but I think the blade is getting duller. So, but now we have a good level edge to flip it over onto. And this is going to be beautiful. We've got a good start on getting this enormous log milled. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this it for today and shut her down, because we've got the family all coming over tonight for pizza, and we're gonna kind of give out souvenirs that we picked up on our anniversary trip, and maybe watch some football. And I want to go get cleaned up before that. So I'm gonna wrap this up and we'll pick up where we left off here. We'll need to flip this log 180 degrees, take the slab off the top, and then the rest of these are going to be 2-inch live edge slabs. And I don't know how many we'll get, but let's grab a tape and see what we're left with right now. Yeah, I think what we'll end up doing is probably shaving off to about 24 inches so that we can get 12 or so live edge slabs out of this. I think that'll work out pretty good. But we are right now 30 inches by 28. I've got this thing locked down safely right now, and I don't want to unhook it and try to flip it over and then have to go through all that again. So I'm gonna call it a night, and we'll pick back up where we left off and flip this thing over and start milling our live edge slabs. I think it's gonna be just beautiful. I can't wait to really crack this thing open, get a good smooth cut, and show you guys what it looks like. Until next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation, because it's beautiful out here, even if it does get dark at 5 o'clock. Y'all have a good day.